You've got this weird paradox where you're
I'm
broadcasting.
offshore.
Well, you're offshore, you're broadcasting to people dakhili Iran, the people inside Iran, but you're also broadcasting to the diaspora.
That's true.
Do you have to think of that while you're actually doing what you do? Do you have to think, I'm doing this for the person in Qazvin as well as the person in San Diego?
Indeed, mostly because you mentioned San Diego, particularly U.S. stories are of an interest not only for Iranians inside Iran, but for Americans. I know a couple of at least Persians who came to me and say, you know, on the U.S. election night, I was switching between CNN and Iran International, even though Persian is not their native language, but they were interested to see the Iranian perspective of the U.S. election.
And what was that? What was the Iranian perspective of the U.S. election?
That what does it mean if Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States for Iran? As I said, particularly after women life freedom movement in Iran, a lot of Iranians who were not necessarily interested in the stories in Iran became more interested. And I think they want to know, does a new US president, does a new administration mean any meaningful change inside Iran as well?
Do you think Iranian audiences consume news differently compared to audiences in other parts of the world?
Of course, it's life and death. It's a very different situation. We live in a very weird country. You know, there are many totalitarian and non-democracies around the world, but you don't find many that are kind of like Iran.